Okay, Malibu, we'll give it a minute. I know you want to come up here. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. Give it a couple minutes. I know. I know. Hi, Sandy. You're gonna get me all fuzzy. You're getting me all fuzzy. How you doing? Happy wonderful Wednesday, as Julie says. Hi, Don Zeely. How you doing? Kat, Terry Brett, Pamela Kane. Who else am I missing? Good morning, everybody. Of course, Malibu. Let's give her a little space for a minute. There you go. Hi, Debbie, Regina. How's everybody doing this morning? She's just a purring. Uh, got my pumpkin done. I'll show it to you. I did post pictures on Instagram this morning. I'll do a little twirl of it. I almost could use another coat of varnish, but we'll see. I might put another coat on the top here before Hubster takes it to work. But yeah, hi Laverne. Anybody do anything cool this week? I can't believe it's Wednesday already. Cameron will be in tomorrow. He won't be here. He'll be back in Atlanta tomorrow. Thank you, Debbie. Malibu, you're gonna have to get down in a minute. There's only she's only got this much space right here. So yeah. And I think my camera's this just makes it tall. The camera's, it's right here, but it is the pumpkin is tall. Hi, Brooke with the D. I don't know where Janet is this morning. Am I gonna have to call her? She late for work? She take the day off? She didn't call in. Maybe sorting all those postcards did her in yesterday because she was going to sort them all yesterday. Maybe sorting all those postcards did her in. There she is. I was wondering if all those postcards did you in, Janet. Because she showed a picture of them all laid out. She laid them all out before she started sorting them. If y'all don't follow Janet on IG, go over there and look at her IG. She showed them all laid out. So, hi, Barbara, Chicken Pot Pie Society. Okay, Malibu, you can get on down now. Here, let's get on down. Let me move this thing to the light there. There we go. Let me turn off the overhead light so we don't have a glare. There we go. So, let's see. Okay, well, I guess I've said good morning to everybody that's here so far. Brenda A. Thanks everybody for being here. Hello, lurkers in the balcony. And yeah. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so I got a new color book. If y'all saw in the title, I got new HIMIs. And this is the score of the day. This was the score of the day. At Hobby Lobby, oh, hang on. I tried a different port. On my modem, and I just had a black screen. So Yeah, hopefully it's not going to do it all day again. If it does, it only does it for a second, and I won't bring it to y'all's attention. When I see the black screen, it just freezes for you guys. It doesn't get, you don't get a black screen. But that means that changing the port for my hardwire did not make a difference. It's still it's still doing the freezing thing. It only does it for a second. But anyway, hi Tex. Let's see, who else am I missing? Kristen. Oh, good. Okay, so Janice said the swap is done. It went good. Lots of good art. Hi, Regina. Let's see. No longer leave our fingerprints. Okay, so I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday, and in the clearance section, they had these porcelain plates that were normally $49. Gibson Home, $49 normally. It was marked down to $4.99. I said, "Well, I'll go ahead and get it." And I got that's where the tape was right there. Um, it was marked down to $4.99. I said, "Well, I'm going to get this $4.99 porcelain plate to use with my new HIMIs." I got up to the counter and it was clearanced out at 90% off. I got this for 49 cents. 49 cents. So that's what I'm going to use it for. I'm going to use it for a watercolor. I'm going to use it for my HIMI Gouache text. That's why I got it. I bought it to use with the new HIMIs, but 49 cents. I was thrilled. So I left these tags on there till, I showed y'all, but so I thought that was really good. So let's see. Who else was I said hi to Barbara, Terry Bratt, anybody else I'm missing? Speaking of doing some nice to crafters, we can easily do Barbara. I know, right, Kat? So I said, I'm gonna pick that up to use with my HIMIs. So I got the new him. Well, it's new to me. I saw them a couple weeks, maybe a month ago. I saw them on YouTube. Someone doing a thing, doing an unveiling, unboxing, or whatever. But I got to tell you, hi Rebecca. If y'all know anything about the HIMI gouache, they're like little, like the little fruit cups with the foil peel offs on them. Oh my gosh. They are so tightly with that foil. I had to use my little jewelry pliers to pull all those cups, pull all the foils off of them. And there's a lot of them. There's 112 colors, but instead of the large cups, they're the same size cups, but there's two colors in a cup. So you peel once, but what was that, 60? What does that make it? 60 something? Well, what is that, 70? What's half of 112? That's how many I had to peel off. Hi, Eternity. Eternity Gaming as opposed to Eternity Mark. We have another Eternity. That's Mark. Let's see. Hi, Becky Hernandez. Said hi to Rebecca. Vale. So yeah, I'd like try to catch everybody first thing in the 56. Thank you. That's 56, Danny. Thank you. It's too early to do math. So anyway, I peeled them all off. It took about an hour. Hi, Marsh. Marsh set him up a new desk in another room so he can more easily do his artistic endeavors while taking care of the baby. So yeah, so Marsh posted on Facebook. If you follow him on Facebook, well, I think he did. He posted on Instagram too. He posted his new workstation area. It's really nice how you set that up, Marsh. It really looked really good. I saw it this morning. So let's see. Another cat Dee Dee from Australia. Well, thanks for being here. Yeah, I know it's late in Australia, down in Oz. How's the weather down there? Is it gone winter yet for you guys, or are y'all getting ready? Y'all are getting ready to go summer, right? So you should have spring right now. Am I correct? Is it spring? Is it spring in Oz? So let's see. So anyway, I'm going to use this today on my new Hemis. I'll show that in a minute because I want to show y'all my pumpkin. I need to put all my paints. I've had all my paints out doing other projects, and now they're in my way. I did get all the happy mails sent out from Monday. So all the little discs, I varnished them, painted the back, signed them, edged them, got them all in envelopes and sent out. Um, yeah, just try your distressings. Yeah, I know. It's so exciting to use new things, right? Hi, Cat and Paste. So let me show you. Hi, Ann Makes. So let me show you. I got a new color book. I just found this guy, this gentleman, doing. He's apparently been around a long time. He's probably got 20. I don't know, 20 color books. Like there's a few in here. This is his newest one, I think. So I'm going to do a flip through this in the back. Here's some of them here. Here's some of his color books here. You can find them on Instagram and Amazon. No, wait, is he on Instagram? I think. Anyway, I bought the book on Amazon. I bought the hardcover, which according to Tina, I haven't seen her here yet. Hi, Golden Amethyst. Tina has the soft cover of his books, or one of his books. And but I'm gonna be honest, I tried to use the gouache and water in this book. And I'll show you my sample in a minute. They're not good for watercolor. They really aren't. He uses alcohol markers, which I did switch from the gouache to the alcohol markers in the little sample page that I did, because alcohol markers work fine, but water soluble, this paper just soaks it up, and it's like putting watercolor on newsprint. It just doesn't work well. So yeah, I definitely recommend. I like the hardback, and if I buy any more of his books, I will buy the hardbacks. And let's see. I said hi to Ann Makes, View, Grace. Who else is here? Yeah, the paper's not good for water, but it's fine. It's fine for alcohol markers because I used alcohol markers. Of course, you have to put something behind it because it's going to go through. But this book is one-sided. I mean, it's got a little thing here, but the book is one-sided, so you can do alcohol markers in this, which is what I'm going to do. Let me get a sip of my water here. So I might work a little in this, and then I might work the HIMI. I might work in the Flights of Fancy or my Cute and Creepy, which I've done tons of pages in this over the last 3 or 4 years. So I might do something in that. We'll see. But I'll flip through this book here in a minute. So let me go ahead and show you my you bought some pages off his website, Cat and Paste. Okay. I can see how they would be really cool printed out on tone tan paper. I would like to, if I was going to print them out, I would print them out on tone tan paper to color pencil them. But he uses alcohol markers when he colors his pages. So I was happy to find him. I had not heard of him before. I don't know how I missed him, but anyway, I did. So hi Flo, thank you. So okay, so let me go ahead and show you my pumpkin, then we'll get into the color books and coloring. So I did finish it. It is varnish. It's a little hard to see, but I did varnish it. I put some mist in it. I put some gold. It's not really gold lightning, but I put some gold streaks through it just to give it some more oomph, so you can kind of see. I did post close-up pictures on Instagram and Facebook. So, but it is kind of hard to show. So I did finish it and varnish it. And yeah. I was happy with it. And so, like I said, if you want to see close-up pictures of it, you can see them online. Thank you, Marsh. And then the bottom, I just left it with the Devon's Dragon Eye stencil bottom and some stars, and just left it like that. And then let me kind of do it really size heavy. The pumpkin is heavy. It's a real pumpkin. So, so I was really happy with it. And then there's the top. You know, if you're looking down, you're going to see the dragon and the girl and the part of the castle and all that. So yeah, so there's my 2024 pumpkin. So thanks, Cat and Paste, and then hello, other cat. Thanks, and Megs. Hello, me from Poland, lurking and coloring, and you love R.J. Hampson. I keep wanting to say Hampton. Hampson books. Okay, yeah, I love the images. I'm not crazy about the paper. How long will it last? Maybe a couple months, Regina, because it's varnished. It'll start getting when it starts getting squishy. Hubs will throw it away. If he takes it to work, he'll leave it on the counter or somewhere in the, he'll leave it in the office. And when it starts getting squishy, then it's time to throw it away. So anyway, thanks everybody for being here Monday while we worked on it. I was happy with it. I'll probably try to show it again later in the stream in case anybody missed it. I want to move it over. Excuse the squeaky chair. I still haven't bought some WD-40. My WD-40 can was empty. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway. Thanks, Golden Amethyst. Let's see. Shelly, anybody else? I said hi to Zeely. It's I love my cards, Zeely, that you made me. Hang on, let me get them. I put it in my Poe box with my Poe book. I put it in my Poe box that I made a few years ago. 2019, I think, is when I made my Poe box. And I put my Zeely. I put this in my Poe box, Zeely, because I mean, I love all the stickers and everything, but I don't want to use them. I want to keep it all together. It's so Zeely-esque. So anyway, I put it in here's my Poe book that I did in 2019, where I printed out the Raven and did a Poe book with the poem The Raven here, and every page has got printout, and it's got Poe under each page. I showed this a couple weeks ago, so it's got Poe under every page. But Mark made these books, and I bought one from him, and I got the little Poe here, and so I bought one from him a few years, 2019, and so yeah, let's put that this way. So my little Poe box. So I really love it, Zeely. So thank you. All right, let's see. I don't want to fall off my shelf there. There we go. Hi, Tina. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, use at least one thing. Okay, I will try to use one thing. I have I bought a while back. Where did I put it here? I got this at Hobby Lobby, and it's this little. Well, I think this is 2 items here. This is 2 items from Tim Holtz, his little accordion book. And let me open it up here. The little accordion book here with the flaps. See, it's got the flaps. And then these are like little pocket things. They're all different. Some are, some have envelope-like, and some have, like the holes in them. There's all kinds of different ones with different pockets, envelopes, tabs. So I got both of these, so I can use these in this. And I've got some Tim Holtz. I haven't used these yet. I haven't opened these yet, but I got a couple of Tim Holtz packages of ephemera, which, I probably already have most of these. And so I got these to use in here. So what I'll do, Zeely, is I'll use a couple of your stickers in this. I don't know when I'm going to do this. I haven't had a chance, because I've been doing all the other Halloween, fall, did the postcards, doing the color book, doing the pumpkin, doing my Inktober. October's busy for me. So maybe next month we'll do this. So we'll see. So I have it all here in a bag, ready for a project. Ready for a project. So, hi, Belinda. Oh, thanks, Bees Coloring Hive. Bee, I think I was going to send you something, and you never sent me your address. I thought I came across that today. I said, "Oh my gosh, I don't think Bee ever sent me her address." So if I've not sent, waiting for the black screen. If I've not sent you something, Bee, in the last few couple months, send me your address again so I can send you a thank you, a sticker, or a print or something. Okay, I'm gonna give you my email address again. And thank you for supporting the channel. Let me make sure I put it in there right. So that's supposed to be a dot, not a slash. Let me go back. There we go. So yeah, so I can send you a thank you. So I'm writing you down. Hi, sister. Hi, Judio. So yeah, I like to send thank yous to you guys that support the channel. So I'm writing that down. Send you something. Yes, I did see that. I saw me in Poland. She, he or she, me is he or she, but anyway, has some of R.J. Hampson's books. And yes, I know that Mountain King's the newest because R.J. colored something out of it. But I looked at all the books and I really wanted this one. I wanted the Lost and Found. So I forgot. I forgoed. I passed over his new one to get this one. Oh, let's see. Am I missing anybody? I said hi, sister Belinda, Angie. Um, okay, so anyway, I'll do a flip through of this, and yeah, I've already flipped. Y'all seen my cute and creepy. I could flip through that again as well. And then this is the new Flights of Fancy, Pop Manga Flights of Fancy, Camilla Del Greco. So I will, we'll go look at both of those. These are the new HIMI colors. Just saying. Do y'all want to see that first? So like I said, I got this plate at Hobby Lobby. I think let's see about zooming in one now that the pumpkin's off the desk. And the black and the white's gonna, mess with my camera at the first, but we'll work it up. I will flip them. Let's see, Didi, can you activate your join channel button? A different what? Join channel button. I'm not sure what you mean, sister. I don't have a membership. I don't have a membership, sister. If that's what you're asking about. So yeah, I don't do memberships. That's just me. But yeah. But I appreciate it, sister. I love all the support I can get, but I'm not doing memberships. There's a lot of reasons why I don't do memberships. One, it's more work for me and I don't have time. That's why I don't do Amazon affiliates. And that was Picola. She'd have fits. Dee Dee, you need to do Amazon affiliates. You can make some money. I know, but it's a lot of work to set up an Amazon affiliate if you've never done it and seen the work it goes into it. It's like setting up a website. So no, I don't have an Amazon affiliate. I don't have memberships. One being that the time, and two, um, is I don't and again, this is just me, guys. Anybody that has a members does memberships, please. I'm not dissing on you. You do, that's fine. I don't participate in memberships. For me and our community, I do not want to alienate anybody. So I don't do memberships. And that's just me. Don't email me and say, oh, but this, don't email me, people. If you want to do memberships, I'm not happy to say so and so does memberships, go for it if you want to. I just don't do it. But since you brought it up, sister, if that's what you're talking about when you say a join channel button, I'm not sure if that's what you mean. So, but I do appreciate, and I mean, my PayPal's out there. If anybody wants to find it, you can, but I took down the link to my PayPal. If y'all want to do a super chat, and I know YouTube takes 40, 30, whatever percent of it, but it does help support the channel. It promotes the channel when you use super chat. So I do appreciate that. So yeah, I do appreciate that. So thanks, guys. Let's see. But I love you, sister. I love you. You're so sweet. Let's see who else I missed. So obviously my screen's going to do the black, screen every couple minutes. It goes black for 5, well, about 2 seconds, really. It goes black for about 2 seconds, but y'all don't see the black screen. It just freezes for you guys for a minute. But I tried everything I know to do. I've reported it to StreamYard, so I don't know if it's StreamYard. I've changed the ports. I've, taped my cord to make sure. I've done everything I know how to do. So I'll just have to, ignore it. And when it goes, if I see it go black, I'll just stop for a second and wait till it picks it back up. Anyway, okay. So I got the porcelain plate at, yes, Joanne, I did. I got the porcelain plate at Hobby Lobby. It was normally $49. Oh, thank you, Riri. And I appreciate you. I'm going to write you down for a thank you. I do send out thank yous, guys. If you support the channel, I do. If with a super chat, I do send you back something. I have to have your address though. So if you're new or I don't have your address, I don't share your address with anybody or give it to anybody, not even other mods. So I do not share addresses, but I do have to have your address if you want some happy mail back. Thank you, Riri. I wrote you down, Riri. Let's see. Its name is Anna. Okay, let me write that down because I won't remember. I'll probably call you me for a while because until I get to know that that's what you want us to call you. So I wrote that down, me. Let's see. Scrolling. Have I caught everybody up? So, hi, Shelly. So it was normally $49.99. I don't know who'd pay $49.99 for this one porcelain plate. And I still haven't got all the sticker off right there. But it was marked down to $4.99. So I said, well, I'll buy it for $4.99 to use with my new HIMIs. I got up to the counter and they go, oh, it's 90% off. I got this for 49 cents. 49 cents. It was worth 49 cents. So, yeah. And then y'all can see the reflection of my camera right there. So, yeah. All right. So, I did peel off all the foils off the top, which literally took me almost an hour. They are hard to get off. Those foils are hard to peel off the little cups. I did, and I showed it a minute ago. I used some jewelry pliers to peel off, to grab the foil and peel it off. They're hard to get off. And excuse the squeaky chair, I know. I'm going to get some WD-40. Let me write that down again. I had a note earlier, and then I forgot to get it. So WD 40. I wrote it down. So great. I just stabbed myself with the Sharpie. Anyway, so I did peel them all off, and I thought we would practice or play with a little bit of them in one of these two books. I did try to use them in the Lost and Found, but this paper is not conducive to water. And he says it at the beginning. He says it at the beginning of the book that this book is not made for water. He uses alcohol markers. So I did finish the page. Well, it's not 100% finished yet, but I continued to work on the page with the alcohol markers, and which I'll show you in a minute. But this book is not good for watercolor or gouache or any kind of water, you know. So I'm going to play with the gouache in one of these two books, either Flights of Fancy or Cute and Creepy, one of these, because this is a new one. But I try to work in this every year just to, you know, maybe at some point complete it. Hi, CK. Arlene. Who else am I missing? I said hi to Tex and Megs. So hi to Kat. Try to catch up and try to see everybody. Put it in caps if you're talking to me, so I know you're talking to me. Make sure you have all messages clicked at the top, or you will not see all the messages, or you'll not see all the chat. We'll see it, you know, but you won't. So anyway, I'm going to color in one of these two. So I'll show you what it looks like. I have, and some of it will get on the lid up here, but that's okay. It's okay. So here's all the colors. Here are all the HIMI Gouache colors. And this set comes with two in a, let me see if I can pull one out here. It comes with two in a cup. So instead of one big color, which you'll probably never use your whole life, you get two colors in a cup. And each cup was covered with a foil that is very, very hard to peel off. So that's why I said I got the pliers to pull, you know, I'd grip the edge and pull the lids, the foils off of each one. But look at all these colors, guys. And look at, oh, well, let me hold that back up so you can see how deep they are too. Look, see how much is in there? That's a lot of gouache, a lot of colors. So here's all the colors. I have not swatched them or done anything with them yet, but look at all the colors. So yeah, I'm excited. Janet gets her watercolors out, and I got my gouache. Yes, there's two colors in every cup. Pie. Hi, Pie. So yeah. So I said hi. I think I said hi to Belinda. Anybody else? Let's see. Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. So we're going to play with these with my new porcelain plate that I got for 49 cents, regularly $49. I couldn't believe it when it said $49. And when it was marked down to $4.99, I thought $4.99 is about what you'd pay for. But when I got up to the counter and they marked it down to 49 cents, I was on that. So yeah, so we're going to play with this today. But let's go ahead and show you real quick the new Lost and Found. Well, it's not new. It's new to me. It's new to me. R.J. Hampson is new to me. And let me see. I think maybe I should take a picture of this real quick for a thumbnail. While I'm doing this, let's put the Cute and Creepy. Let's put the Flights of Fancy under here. Let's just do a quick thumbnail so I can get that out of the way. Because that's going to be pretty. There we go. And I mean, I can pull it off of a screenshot. Let's plop that up there a little bit because it's got a glare. I can take it off of a screenshot, but it's so much easier for me just to take a picture before, you know, that I want for a thumbnail. I have to get a sip of my water here. And put that on my YouTube, you know, thumbnail rather than have to go hunt up a good one in the video. All right, so let's see here. What did Marsh say? I missed it. I see they're laughing at Marsh. She said something. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's good, Marsh. That needs to go in the Wingnut book. Okay, hang on, guys. That has to go in the Wingnut book. Y'all know what the Wingnut book is. Let me get it. I keep it right here on the shelf, handy. It's when anybody says something funny like that, and I catch it. I don't catch all the funny things y'all say. Trust me, y'all are funny. So I can make a whole book just on Janet. But anyway, when anybody says anything funny like that, this is my years of funny things people of y'all have said, and it just gets slapped in randomly. And Denise looked. I told y'all this. I tell y'all this all the time. Denise looked at that. She goes, "Oh, let me look at that." She goes, "What is that?" I'm like, here, there's a view said this. It ain't over till a posse comes to the till a Posca comes to the party. And so, unless you were here that day. It's not going to make any sense to you. But I keep them. So, oh my gosh, made it to the Wingnut book because we're all just a bunch of wingnuts. Oh my gosh, good one, Marsh. Setting up that new studio is giving you back your sense of humor. Thanks, Jana. Jana put a link to the gouache. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the RJ Hampson book. He does have a YouTube channel, which I just found. Him. I've been doing ColorBooks for how many years? 500 videos on ColorBook. Never heard of RJ Hampson. Let me just move it. I'm gonna have to move this over. Hopefully Malibu won't get any ideas. I don't see her in here right now. But yeah, so let me start the beginning here. I think that's the intro. This is the intro page. So like I said, I started coloring this with the gouache, and it does not do well with water. And he says that. He does say, we all would, Marsh. We'd all get the dirt on Janet. Anyway, so I went in and then I went over it and finished. I'm not finished with the page, but then I went in with alcohol markers. Well, that's not one of the colors I use, but I think this one is. So yeah, I went in with alcohol markers and worked on the page. It's not finished, but I got and I did use some gel, the glitter gel pens. Some of the glitter gel pens, like see that red right there? See how it's got a little bit of glitter? But if y'all don't know which ones, let me show y'all that. These are my glitter gel pen set that I got recommended to me, I think by Art Journey UK. I think she's the one that enabled me on this. And so there's a lot in, there's 100, and they're glitter. They're all glitter gel pens. And it opens up like this. And then it's got the flap on each one. So I did use some of these on here as well. So because they're tiny, when you got something, whoops, I just knocked over one of my, let me put that back up there, my washi tape. That's when you want to use your gel pens, your fine liners, is when you got these little tiny details. So hi Marguerite, I say hi to you. You got those pens that are fun, right? I don't use them often enough, but with this book, I think I'm going to use them more because you got all these little tiny things, and that makes it, fun to use them. So anyway, like I said, I started doing the gouache in here, and then I moved on to alcohol markers and the gel pens. So that's all I've got done in here. So I'm going to flip through the book now. So He says, unlock a world of magic, wonder, and mystery in this unique collection of coloring pages from illustrator R.J. Hampson. Every page tells a story, and each whimsical illustration invites the colorist to discover something new as they get lost in the detail, humor, and joy of coloring. This book contains 25 original hand-drawn illustrations for you to color, for artists, coloring enthusiasts, and those who are a little lost and long to be found. And so, yeah, he does have, I don't know if I followed him yet. Maybe I'll check his Instagram later. So using this book, and again, this paper is not good for watercolor. I'm just saying. And he says that too. I think he says, right, find a quiet place. This book is best suited to color pencils or markers. Wet medium should be used sparingly. Slide a card or sheet of paper behind the illustration you are coloring to avoid marker bleed through, which we know that if you use alcohol markers. Find fresh coloring pages by signing up to Russell's newsletter. Get free downloadable pages and updates on his new books at rjhampson.com. So now I'm going to flip through the book. So the back pages just have a little image here, but everything else, because it's going to bleed through. If you use alcohol markers, it will bleed through. So, but I'm going to flip through the book. I did get the hardback. They come in soft cover. Now, I don't know if all of them come in hardcover, but I bought this one. I knew it did come in hardcover, and I wanted the hardcover. And supposedly the paper is a little better in the hardcover, and they are just a smidge bigger in the hardcover. So, you get what you like, Hi, Angie. Let's see, who else am I missing here? Susan. So I'm going to go ahead and flip through. Let's see. I think I might need to turn the brightness up just a little because the white paper. Let's brighten it up just a little. There we go. So hopefully y'all can see. There's lots of little details. And so I'm not going to color in this today with the HIMI, but I might do a little something just with the alcohol markers, just so we can do something, start something in it, So he's just very imaginative. I like the illustrations. Hi, Tori. Tori's got something new, as does Terry Brett. They both have something new on, I love this. Y'all know I like my upside down kind of worlds. They both have something new on IG. If y'all follow Terry Brett and Tori, the Artful Dabbler. So isn't it cool though? Look at the frog. I think he colored this frog on his YouTube channel. I think this is one of the things that he colored. There's a little like a Tin Man. A little crochet, a little knitter. I was going to say crochet, but she's got 2 knitting needles. Look at all the cats. I only have 2. So I hope y'all can see. Okay. This one I love too. Maybe I'll put a post-it on this. Maybe we'll do a little something in here. Just to start it, Thank you, Janet. Janet's putting links. She put a link in there to Terry. But it's just so cute. If you color the whole thing, you could tell a whole story, to your kids or your grandkids. Or make up a story for each page. Marsh would be good at that with his new son. Of course, his new son's not going to know a story yet, but just the idea of telling stories to your kids. Marsh would be good at that. Because Marsh is a comic artist as well, if y'all didn't know that. So look at this. So cute. That little Egyptian cat. A genie in the magic lamp. So rjhampson.com/coloring. And he does have, he's got a lot of books. I don't even think this is all of them, but this is books published in this series. So, and I don't know if all of them come in hardback or not. But anyway, yeah. Let me get a piece of paper here. I always want to remember, don't forget that, because if you don't put something behind this, and this is only paper, I should really put a piece of cardstock because it'll bleed through to this page, right? Let me just go ahead and get a piece of cardstock because I know I'll be the first one to bleed through onto the next page. Let's see, over here, cardstock, piece of cardstock. Okay, let me go over here to the shelf. There we go. Get a nice thick piece of cardstock. And we'll play with this for a minute, and then we'll play with the HIMIs. Do you know do you know mythographic books? Yes, I do know the mythographic, and View colors a lot of the mythographic. They're a little small for me. I know that they have some special ones, like you said here, Anna, at Walmart, but I have a couple of them, but I don't enjoy coloring some. This is about as small as I want to go right here. If it gets too small, I don't enjoy coloring it as much. Of course, I have all the Kirby Roseannes. You'll have to go back and look at my playlist, y'all, if you're new and you haven't seen my color book videos. I think I have 500 coloring book videos. Seriously. So, because I've been streaming for 14 years. Now, they're not all my streams for 14 years are not on YouTube, because I streamed for 4 years on Ustream before moving over to YouTube. I've been on YouTube 10 years, I think something like that. Yeah. So, but I have tons of color books. His newer books have what he calls alternate pages, second copy of page, but with slightly differences. Are you talking about him, Kat? Because you said you downloaded some of his stuff. If I was going to download any of his pages, I would download them onto the tan tone cardstock, like the mixed media paper, and put it on that, and then color with color pencil. It would look amazing. I'm just not one to very, very rarely do I print anything out. I just, that goes for collage too, like Collage Soup. They've got tons of free downloadables. I just like the books, cutting them out of the books. And if the books run out, I'll just buy another book. I just don't download print things out very much. Maybe it's because now I've got a nice new printer thanks to Marsha's recommendation. I got the one he recommended, and I love it. But in the past, if you have any kind of inkjet printers, you can't get any of that wet. You can't use alcohol markers. You couldn't use inks. You couldn't use watercolor because it was inkjet. It's wet. You wet it and the ink moves. So I was out of the habit, because I never had a habit of printing anything out. But I just never really printed much things out, But yeah. Second part of the book has black background in regular Amazon books, not hardcover. Oh, yeah. You mean it's black on the back here? I do have some books that have the black backs, if that's what you mean, or did you mean black backgrounds? I'm not sure what you mean. But some color books have black on the back. That does not prevent alcohol markers from bleeding through. What it does is prevents you from seeing the alcohol markers on the back page, but you still need to protect your pages because they're still the thin paper. Thanks, Tina. All right, let's just see here. Let's just, maybe get a couple of greens and just play with a little bit of the, and I do need to pull this out just for a minute to get a little, because I always have to have it. This one's almost out. I do need a test sheet. And I use all different kinds of alcohol markers. I have Milo, Master Touch, Copic. What's that other brand? Ohuhu. Anyway, so let me get this color and maybe let's see what color this one is. I like that one better. Let's go with this. I'm just going to color some of the leaves in here. I'll zoom in some more. Background on the coloring page. Okay. Okay, let's play a little bit here. So what I'll start with is I'm just going to start by coloring in a few of these big leaves, and I'll shade them with the darker color. And I got to be careful not to. So let's put a little bit of shading and then blend. The trick I have found to alcohol markers is you have to blend, it has to have a wet edge. Now you can always go back and re-wet if you just like, if I went in here and did all the big leaves and then I wanted to shade them, I could go back in and get the leaf wet again and then shade with it. But I'm just going to go ahead and just do these big leaves, and I'm going to go ahead and put that and then the dark and maybe the little stems here. I'll start a couple stems anyway. And then shade or blend while it's wet. See, something like that. Just a little bit. All right, let's see. Let's do another couple. And the nice thing, and RJ Russell, I think, but he goes by RJ, I think. His color, the pages that I saw him color, and I've only watched a couple videos. Then he goes in with color pencil. That's what I like to do too. Is regardless if I do things with um, uh, acrylic washes, watercolor, markers, whatever I do, I go back in and play with pencils on top. You know, color pencils. All right, so let's just go ahead and do a couple here. I can zoom in some more if y'all want me to. My coloring videos, they're not tutorials, they're just demos. So I don't do, and again, I'm not dissing on people that do tutorials. I just don't do tutorials. I just do demos. So I'm not telling you every color. If you ask, I'll tell you the color I'm using. But I don't, to mark out every color I'm using, every pencil, every marker number, color, and all that. I don't do that. I do demos. I'm just coloring here. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them, though. If there's some color you just can't live without, I'll tell you what color it is. But, yeah. Let's see. Barbara's singing. She's probably singing. All right, I'm just trying to do some of the larger leaves here. Okay, let's go with a little bit of vine. Then we'll play with the HIMIs. And now, if you want to see, now Janet doesn't do the HIMI Gouache. She has some, but she does, lots of stuff with watercolor. If you want someone that does really nice watercolors, it's not me. Okay, it would be Janet. But I wanted to get the HIMIs to use, in other projects. I don't really do watercolor paintings. I love that what Janet does is those neurographics, and she does like abstracts and all kinds of cool things with watercolors, which you can do with the gouache. You could use either one. But I got them really for ColorBooks and other illustrations, not necessarily to do watercolor paintings per se. But if you want to see some cool watercolor in abstracts and like neurographic type things, Janet's your go-to. And I love that picture you posted, Janet, on Instagram of all the postcards laid out. Janet laid out all the postcards on her Instagram before she did the swap, before she swapped them out. She laid them all out on the floor. It was really a cool photo, Janet. So you can see I'm starting here. Now, when I get done here, I'll either write these two numbers down or I'll just leave these two markers out because I'm not going to finish this right now, but I want to remember the colors I'm using. Or the other thing you can do is just keep a little, now not a yellow post-it note. You want to keep some kind of a white little piece of paper and color, do a little swatch and put the number. If you're going to leave your page for any length of time, you're not going to remember what markers and pencils and things that you used, um, weeks later. So if you're not planning on finishing a page right away, then write down the brand and the marker number and the color, or pencil number that you used. And it's really funny because I thought for sure that because he was using alcohol markers and alcohol markers work so well in his book, I thought, well, watercolors or gouache gonna work great. But yeah, we did have a great participation. Over 40, right? Did you count them at the end? How many there actually were at the end, Jan? I think there's 45 maybe. So let's see. Did I miss CB coming in? Hi, CB. Let's see. Yes, she does, Tina, but so do you. You rock too, Tina. Let's see. Hi, Susan Chamberlain. Let's see. Arlene, write it. Yeah. Well, I'm big on writing everything down. I have so many notebooks, Society of Idea Collector books. My current notebook for this year is, now, this is not where I would put my color book, this. I would just put a little piece of paper in here and put the number or the brand, Copic, Master's Touch, Ohuhu, whatever it is, and put that in here so that I'd have it the next time I come back. But I have tons of these kind of notebooks where I tab them and content them and keep. This is this year since January. This is my this year Society of Idea Collector notebook, and I tab it by a color combination. So everything that's like blue, like here, is streams or books. Anything to do with streaming or books that I want to show or post on the community tab. And so any place there's blue, like here's my Inktober, here's my Ink Farmtober. These are all the ones I've done so far, and I check them off. And I still have options here to go. Let's see, books. These are all the books I posted on my community tab. Um, I'm up to now. I have to post. I have to write down here my last three. So this is where I keep track of everything. Creatively wise, I have other books where I study topics and history and different things. They have their own journals, their own notebooks, their own different books for that. This is just my Society of Idea Collector notebook for the year. Oh, let's see what else. Turkey is awesome. Oh, okay. Yeah, the big reveal of my poster. I did the turkey yesterday. It's posted on Facebook and Instagram, and I don't show the completed poster till the 31st. So yeah, the background does take me a couple days. It does. I have to work on the background for a couple days, like the 29th, 30th, 31st. It takes me a couple, 2 or 3 days to finish the background, especially this year because I'm putting a barn in the background. So, okay, let's see. Let's finish up these bigger leaves here. But anyway, so I have been trying to do a little something something in my cute and creepy. I try to do something in it every year. I think we did one page this month so far, but which isn't much. But do a couple more little leaves, and then we'll look. We'll look. You'll see how much it bled through. Just put a little touch of dark there, and maybe a little bit more of the fine. But yeah, Cameron comes in tomorrow night, not here, but I mean, he comes into Atlanta, home for the winter from Yellowstone. So we're going to be happy to see him. Denise is thrilled. Oh my gosh, when he came home in the 1st of October to go to that concert and come for home back for his birthday, she just busted out crying. She was so happy to see him. He'd only been gone 5 months, I think, which is still a lot. But, we are able to FaceTime and group text. And it's not like, he's on the other side of the world and we don't see him like, in the military or something. So, but she was so happy to see him. It was really cute. When you have time to read, when do you have time to redo your nails? Yeah, I try to have fresh nails every stream. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. I have to redo them. Well, for one thing, if especially if I use any the matte medium like I did on Monday, the golden matte medium, that stuff doesn't come off unless I use fingernail polish remover to get it off my hands and off my nails. So, by the end of the stream, the polish comes off because I have to take it all off anyway to get the matte medium off my hands. And so before the next stream, I do my nails again. I like having my nails done. I mean, I don't show my face. I mean, you see me every now and then on Instagram, but I don't show my face. And so, you see my hands. I figure, well, let me at least dress those up a little. So, yeah. I keep looking at which marker I'm using, the light or the dark. But yeah, I do try to make a point of having my nails done. That's just me. Mom always liked her nails done too. When we went to when she at her funeral, when we went to the funeral home, they had not done her nails, and my sister had a fit. Someone needs to do her nails. Her nails are not done. My mom would have a fit if her nails were not done at her own funeral. So they went and did her nails. They did go do her nails. We made sure that mom's nails were done. And so yeah, I have my nails done. I mean, I do them. I don't have them done. My nails are very thin, and so I keep them very short so that they're not in the way of my artwork. I could not have long nails. I just couldn't. I couldn't manage my art with long nails, so I keep them short. But yeah. So I'm just going to do a couple more little bits here. Okay, Miriam, and I didn't see you come in, but hi, Miriam. Hi and bye. Are you back home now, Miriam? Or you've already left? Probably already left the room. Are you back home? There's a little dragon right in there. Probably do him maybe purple or something. Let's just do a couple more of these little bit. I'm trying to make sure I stay in camera. But I do like his illustrations. I like fairy tales, folk tales, stories. So, for him to illustrate all this is amazing to me. And I really enjoy coloring them. And it's very meditative when you're not streaming. I mean, when you're streaming, you're concerned about what's going on in your stream. But when you're just sitting there by yourself, there's another little dragon right there. Another little hidden dragon right there. Um, it's very relaxing for me anyway. I don't know about you guys, that color. Do you find it relaxing? I don't like too small of books though. If they're too small, it's just too hard on my eyes. Hi, Devin. So I don't like tiny. This is about as small as I like to go, is this. I don't mind doing a couple little things in between, but overall, I don't want a whole page of something that's, so small I can barely get a marker in there. Hi, Roll. Rainbow kitten. Who else? Thanks, everybody. So I'm just coloring a quick page, well, a section out of R.J. Hampson's Lost and Found. I got the hardcover. And so, yeah, I think this I might stop here in just a minute. Get a couple more of these little leaves in here. So yeah, I just discovered him, and somebody was coloring or recommended him. I've never seen his YouTube channel or anything. So when I came across one, oh, I'm gonna have to get one of his books. But it's not good for watercolor. It's not good for water medium. So I'm gonna move on to and just because all thin paper is not made equal. Some thin papers can take some watercolor, not of course not as well as say cardstock or something, but some papers are just so absorbent with water that it just to doesn't take well to any kind of wet medium or it's tricky. You can do it, but you're kind of fighting the paper. So he uses alcohol markers and color pencils. So when he colors his own pages, so that's what I'm going to do too. All right, I think I'm going to stop. Yeah, I mean there's more vines and things to do, but I'm going to stop in the book real quick. So I'll just keep these markers out till I come back to it later. All right. Let me back up one for a minute till we decide what we're going to do. Gee, I went ahead and bought Lost and Found. This book takes a little longer to get mailed, though. Yeah, because the hardback. Yeah, probably because did you get the hardback, Tina? It's probably because Amazon. It takes Amazon a little longer to print to print the hardbacks. Maybe I don't know. All right, so there you go. There's the back. See how it goes through? And if I had not had this here, all this would have been on here. So you want a nice piece of cardstock behind your page. I recommend just keeping a piece of cardstock in the back of the book or somewhere in the book so that you have it handy and you don't forget to put a piece of cardstock behind the book or behind the page rather when you're using alcohol markers. So yeah, you got the hardback, Tina? Yeah. So if I buy any more of them, I was tempted to get a couple of them. I was tempted to get a couple of his books in the hardback, but in the Mountain, what's it called? Well, it's not going to be in here because it's the newer one. There's the new one, the Mountain something, and I think that's his newest one. I'm not sure if it comes in hardback, but here's some of the. Just go on Amazon; you can find them all. You'll be using color pencils and water-based markers. I always protect. Yeah, I'll be using some pencils probably too, but I just wanted to do that. So here's where I did start to use some of the gouache on here because I want to just try to do a whole page with the gouache, but the paper, it's feather. It's so absorbent, it's like feathery. So it doesn't do that though with the alcohol markers, but water-based, this paper is not good for watercolor or water-based paint because you have to add water to. And so I went in here with alcohol markers and some of my glitter gel pens. So like you can see like the red, see the red there? That red is a gel pen. What else? The silver on the bug is a gel pen. The gold is a gel pen. The silver there's gel pen. So I used the gel pen and alcohol markers to start this page. So I haven't finished it, but it's got a good start on there. So anyway, yeah, R.J. Hampson, Lost and Found, and this is the hardback. And let's see, the ISBN is 978-1922-472-182. And that's it's just look on Amazon for R.J. Hampson. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything in caps. Oh, wait, Tina says, I love the metallic and sparkly gel pens. They really make your pictures pop. Yeah. I don't use them a lot. It has to be something really small. You know, when there's a whole bunch of little small stuff in that book is cardstock. I wonder why he didn't say anything about it. That the last page in this book is cardstock? You mean like the covers? this is let's see. I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, there's a piece of, I think that's the back, that's the board, the paper that the book is made with. That's the cardstock. I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about. Anyway, so I will color this more later with these two markers I pulled out. I'll set that aside. And let's see. Come back here, markers. Don't roll away. Come back here. There we go. All right, so I'm going to, let's back up again until we decide what we're going to do. Oh, that's too far back. Let's go back in one. Okay. So I either want to color in Flights of Fancy or another Cute and Creepy. And I got some wax paper back in here to protect the pages. So I don't know. I kind of want to do something cute and creepy because I've been working in this. I'll flip real quick while I'm reading chat. Let's see. Anna said, I recently discovered Kevin Gurin's from France. I don't know Kevin. Kevin Gurin on Etsy. Unfortunately, no books. PDFs. Okay. Yeah, I really don't do PDFs. Let's see. Okay, so Cute and Creepy. I'm going to go ahead and flip through this book that I've been working in. I think I got this in 2020. Yeah, 2020. So this is the 4th year I've worked in this book. And it's got a lot of acrylic paint, watered down acrylic paint. And what's nice about watered down acrylic paint is the effect that you can get with color pencil on top. So let me grab a pencil here. Excuse the squeaky chair. Hang on. Let me get a pencil. And I show this all the time, but just so you know, I can show it again. This is an acrylic, watered down. Not this is a metallic. It's not a metallic. Metallics don't work with this technique. Watered down acrylic matte paint, and you can do so much. Like, let me just see if I can do some little bit of glow around here. You can do you can go, it just works so well to go over the top of your acrylic paint with your pencil. You see that? That you can't, if I'd colored this with color pencil, I could not just do this, not easily. I mean, I can hard pressure it and get a little bit down, but nothing like I'm just breezing over the top of this. So that's one of the nice things about using acrylic paint as a base. Yes, View. Is then you can go in with color pencil on top and do cool techniques that you couldn't do if you just had, what do you call it? Maybe I'll do this page with this might be kind of a quick page to do with the HIMI Gouache to do a test. Maybe we'll do this page. At least the animal. I don't know about the backgrounds. We might come back to this. Let me get a Post-it here. All right, so let's flip. Let's continue to flip. And so, like I said, I've done these over the years. I like using stencils in the background. This is all a stencil here. This is not. This is just whatever the background with little cat faces and some mist. But this is a stencil here. This is a demo. I mean, I haven't finished it, but it just shows how when you do a wash, this has got a wash of acrylic paint. And then I go back with pencil and a little bit of Posca there and show you how you can do all the details. Same thing here for the background. The background someday, maybe, will look like this if I finish it. But I showed step by step how to, I demoed it. It's not really it's not a tutorial because I don't really do tutorials. But I do try to, you know, I do try to show y'all what I do. Let's see, maybe I should zoom back in one because it's a little far out. There we go. And again, this one's got a stencil. This one is just acrylic paint and then white pencil around to make them give it a little bit of a glow. Do I forget to ship? Oh, thanks to let's see. Mary says, do I remember you using pan pastel? Yes, I have used some pan pastels too, Mary. I can't tell you exactly which ones. I can feel it if you know at some point maybe, but I have used some pan pastels. But then I have to stop and go downstairs outside and spray it. You have to spray pan pastels. Thank you, Tina. This is one of my favorite pages too. I love the white Posca details. White Posca paint pen. You know, y'all know what a Posca is. And so I'm just going to do a little flip. Like I said, I've been working in this book now this is my 4th year. Thank you, Tina. Yeah, I use pan pastels now in my portraits. You know, when I do portraits now, I use pan pastel and color pencil. Sometimes acrylic on the clothing. I like to, sometimes depending on, I'll bring up, let me show you my photos here. This one, I don't think, no, that was back, this was just pencil. Let me go to my photos. I just posted Christopher Lloyd's birthday was yesterday. It was yesterday or the day before. Anyway, I reposted my portrait that I did of Christopher Lloyd, you know, Doc in Back to the Future. I did this in 2015. So it's pencil, but some of the clothing, some of that is acrylic paint. So a little bit of acrylic paint here, maybe a little in the base of his hair right there. It's got a little acrylic paint, but his face and everything else. Whoops, hang on. Let me go back to my photos. Here. But his face, come on. There we go. Is color pencil, Prismacolor pencils. So now I use more pan pastel, but in this was before I had pan pastels. I just did a little acrylic paint with pencil over it. So you're busy bee. Yeah, hi Selena. Yeah, Selena, I've not had a chance to work with my kit, my junk journal kit that I got from you. I haven't had a chance to work in that yet. You know, it's hard for me in October. My main focus is on, you know, trying to do a color book page or two for October, my pumpkin, which I showed earlier. If y'all missed it, I'll show it again after a while. And my Inktober poster. This is my 3rd year of doing a poster. If I remember, I'll show you my last 2 posters. I have them sitting over there. I'm not going to show you the new one, though. That's not finished. I'm not going to show you that one. But I will show you my last 2. It's not the last 2 years, I think. One of the posters I did in 2020 and then one last year. So that I did for Inktober. Let's see. Question for the chat. Oh, he's asking the chat. The darkest. Okay, y'all. Do y'all know what the darkest oxide Tim Holtz are? I have a lot of them, Marsh. I'm not sure what the darkest. Probably the grass, and it may not be in here. There's a sapphire, chipped sapphire is a dark blue. There is a dark gray. Hang on. I don't know if it's really black. Let's see here. Yeah, here. There's black soot. Black soot marshes might be the darkest. But if you want a brown or a blue or something else. But yeah. Probably black soot. These are my oxides here. Okay, so let's keep flipping here. Yeah, Joanne said the black, so it's not black. Yeah, it's not like this. But isn't it the dark? Would you say it's the darkest of the colors, or would you say the blue, the sapphire blue, Joanne? Would the sapphire blue be the darkest? So yeah, he did not have all this bloody teeth. I gave him that. And see here, the mist thing. That's because this is black acrylic paint. Hi, Jen, reading with pugs. I'm just flipping through my yearly, you know, cute and creepy. Good type of lines. Well, another thing to keep in mind, Marsh, is it's not waterproof. The oxides are not waterproof. They'll move with if you try to put something over them, I think. I mean, I don't know about like line art on top of the oxides. I don't know if I've tried that. But some of them, so, trust me, somebody here can tell you probably Joanne can tell you everything about the Tim Holtz things. And here's my Yetis. He did not have underarm hairs. I gave him underarm hairs. But you'll see like these white, the foggy, misty things around. That's because it's on black acrylic paint that you can go right in here with pencil, right over it. So easy. You can't do that if this was colored with pencil. You like that? You like the underarm hair, CB? Yeah, maybe March. You have to. Experiment's always the best thing. Test it before you do like a project. I do like this too. I don't know. I like so many, and these look like Moogles. Don't y'all ever play fantasy? What is it? I played it on PlayStation 2. I think. They look like Moogles. And the cat girl. And then Bride of Frankenstein. And I love her goggles. I really like the way her goggles came out with a little bit of white Posca. Gave her goggles the glare, the shine. And of course, I do love her hair. It turned out good too. But again, around the ghosts, this is like white pencil that you can do all this with because it's just so easy because it's on black acrylic. Joanne said she's never glazed over distressed, but she has used pencils. The oxide spray for clear matte. It doesn't. Okay, there you go. So spray it with clear matte sealer. I mean, I don't know about a matte sealer personally. I don't like matte sealer. I like my gloss sealer, but I use for a sealer. I use matte final fixative. I use the final fixative, like Grumbacher, fixes pencil. So, it's another one I could do quickly, a little dragon there. And again, the little ghosts, they all have the black. So, I think I feel a sneeze. Hang on. I think I muted in time. You can go around all the little ghosties and give it like movement. Oh, thanks, Jen. Well, if y'all follow Reading with Pugs, Jen, she does books and book hauls and book reviews. And I don't know, are you still getting advanced copies of books and reading on Jen? And she also does color book pages. I mean, she does color booking too. Thank you, Devin. So if y'all don't follow Reading with Pugs, Jen, I did mute in time. Thanks, Devin. Color the Franken-bee. if you think that is an easy one. The Franken-bee, have I passed that by yet? Have I got to it? Franken-bee. Let's wait. Let me see. Have I done? Have I got? Let's see. The Franken-bee. Maybe I haven't got to it yet, Tina. Oh, this one? I could probably do the Franken-bee. Is that the one? Yeah. Yeah, it's got the bolts. Okay. You're still reviewing books? Okay. I told you I got Samantha all into all those, all the fantasy books. Now she reads all those, Jen. And she reads the whole series, like that last series that had 8 books in it. I think she just finished those. Started another series that has 3 books in the series. I can't remember all those, not just Sarah Maas, but all those different ones. So this one has the lime green pencil scribbled around it. And then the mummy's kind of monochromatic and the cat peeking in. I overdid the light in this one because it kind of blocks out the cat too much. But I should have maybe just kept it light like the eyes. I just did too much with it, but it's okay. Zombie kids. Oh, the secret book in Scott. Well, see now, mine's going to be here the next day or two. I've read all of them, Tex. I love that book. I mean, I love that series. There's 7 in them now. Yeah, Samantha read the first one. She told her she needed a palate cleanser after reading some of those fantasy books. You need a palate cleanser. Read a cozy mystery. So she read the first one, and the 7th one I've got coming from Amazon. Tomorrow, I think, maybe tomorrow. I think it might be, or Friday. I forget. But that's one of those books I will sit down, Tex, and read it cover to cover. Like I'll just spend the whole day from the morning till I go to bed and read that whole book. I will read that whole book. I love the Secret Book and Scone Society, all the series. Yeah, that's Ellery Adams for those of y'all that want to go find a cozy mystery series. Ellery Adams, and she's got a couple different series. So you want to get the Secret Book and Scone Society series. That's a series by Ellery Adams. And you can follow her. She does giveaways too. Ellery Adams on Instagram. No, that's too much time. That's too much for a day, Rainbow, especially since it's already 10 o'clock. I won't finish it, Not that I'm going to finish it. I may not finish any of them because I'm just jumping around here. So I think no, because that's ink. That's a stencil. So I was going to say, because a couple of them I've done some pan pastel in the background. But I spray them, so it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell which ones. This is one of my favorites, too. I love this one because of the Posca, the white Posca and the hedgehog and the flowers and her lace. This is one of my favorites. So then this is just a little practice page at the end. So if I color in this one, we'll have to do the bee because Tina wants the bee. It's got some paint or something come over from this side, I think. Yeah. Some of the pencils rubbed off over there. Okay, well, hang on, guys. I'll be right back. I got sniffles, and I'll be right back. Hang on. Okay. All right. Let me get my hands dry now. I have my work shirt on. And so I'm making sure my hands are 100% dry before I start feeling into the books. Oh, thanks, Devin. Yeah, I try to work in this, every year a little bit. Bees coloring hive. Sorry, my page it showed up and I had to go. You sent me okay, so I do have your address, B. Okay. If you say if I sent you something within the last 6 months, then I probably have your address. His skinny little legs, his little shoes. Yeah. So we'll have to just do them yellow and, I don't know. Yeah, got these different bolts, because of the Frankenstein. All right, so let me put this wax paper here behind that. All right, before I do this, though, I'm going to go ahead and flip through the new Pop Manga, Flights of Fancy. So I'm going to go ahead and flip through this real quick just because it's her newest book. And, I'm going to love this one, too. I might, tab something here. So, yeah, if I do the background, though, of this with acrylic paint. So if I color this whole background here, I'll want to do that in acrylic paint, like not watered down acrylic paint, and rather than the gouache, I'll do HIMI Gouache. So, all right. So let me flip through this Flights of Fancy here. Yes, this does have tons of bees in it. Have you seen this one, Tina? This book here has lots of bees. All right, so we did this one here a couple weeks ago. I almost finished it on stream, and then I completed it about another 30, 45 minutes worth of work off camera. But I post them all. When I finish them, I post them on Instagram. So we did this one a couple weeks ago when I first got the book. So, but I do like it with the little chicks. We did do that on stream. It could maybe use a few more Posca hairs and a couple little bit more. But so yeah, lots of bees in this book. But I love Camille, and I do have her art books too, her drawing books, her painting book. I've never really used them, because I'm not really that much into drawing pop manga, but I like hers. Oh, there's more bees. Yes, tons of bees. That's one series I haven't started collecting. The Camilla ones, yeah, I think I have all of Camilla's, and a couple of them I have two of. Like the Cute and Creepy, I have a new copy of that set aside too. So, and I have a couple of her books that are compilations of her other books. So, started this. Actually did this before I did this other page. I did this one off camera just to test it and play it. I've not finished the kiwi yet. I've just got them base coated with some gray. But I think I'm going to make them probably brown and gray with lime green accents. Lime green accents in the kiwi. But I finished this except for going over, and I showed this here. I did show this on camera, where I went around all the kiwi to make them fuzzy like this. And then, but I didn't want them white. I wanted them this green bronze color. So after I did the white Posca, well, you have to wait till the Posca's dry. Then I went over the white Posca, you can see here with the green. Did I do any more? No. Yeah, that's all I did. It's just that right there. But it still keeps, you can still see the little fuzzy bits, but it's not white. So you can do things with white Posca and then color over it with a color to knock it back, but it's still going to be nice and vibrant. A lot of fun. Yes, I made them very fuzzy kiwis. So when I color them, I'll color them brown and gray with hints or touches of lime green in their feathers. So I really do like this book. I'd probably say this is one of my favorite ones by her. I like the illustrations in this book. There's more bees. Bees with axes. And then this girl, she's not the exact same one as I colored in here, but similar with the butterfly or I think it's supposed to be a Luna moth, but I colored them orange and yellow. There's more dragonflies. This one's on a bee. That one's on a bird. That one's on a dragonfly. And Joanne said she's got to miss Devon's stream. But don't forget, guys, Devon streams at 1:30. I'm sorry, 2:30. Devon streams at 2:30 Eastern time. And I don't know, Devon, do you want to say what you're going to do today, or do you know? I know they are cute, aren't they, Mary? More bees. I don't mind a lot of bees. I think View thought she did overkill on the bees, but it's Flights of Fancy is the book. So there's birds, butterflies, bees, dragonflies. That's more bees. Look how cute, though. They're so cute. Little chubs, little chubby bumblebees. Ladybugs, dragonflies, birds. This one's got a lightsaber. This one will have to have some glow around it. Whenever I finish this, we'll have to make a nice glow with that lightsaber. Yeah. More bees. Lots of butterfly. I really love this page. I'm gonna want to color this one just for myself. Kind of steampunk butterflies. I really like that. Okay, see, Devon said, oh, she's going to flip through her cute and creepy pages and Halloween journals and then do a Halloween gel printing. That's going to be fun, Devon. That'll be fun. So y'all follow Devon Rex for art. Oh, Devon, I got to show you. Well, you weren't here when I showed my pumpkin, I don't think. I'll show it again here in a minute. And in case y'all missed it, we're going to get into our HIMI Gouache. Devon, I did cut up to get into the tight spaces on the pumpkin. I did cut up your stencil, but I'm going to order another one because I want another one, the small one. I'll probably order the small one, the big one, and I want to get your telephone stamps, your foam stamps with the telephone. But I did cut this up, and there's a couple of y'all that I know stencil. I sent y'all a piece of it. I sent y'all a piece of Devon's Dragon Eye stencil. Oh. It will be fun, Devon. I know it will be. You saw the gouache? Yeah, yes, yeah. I cut up the stencil to customize it. More bees, birds. I mean, I just love this book. And look at this. This is going to be so cool. I'm going to color it like a kimono. That's going to be cool. And then more bees. And that's the end of it. So we're going to go back to this bee, though, because Tina, who just left the room, wanted me to. Let me go ahead and back out real quick. I'm gonna back out real quick and show the pumpkin again one more time in case I don't want to forget to show it to y'all if y'all missed it. And I did post pictures of it on Instagram. So, and I varnished it so you see it's shiny. I put a swirl of mist all the way around and around and around, starting right there in the center. And so it's heavy now, guys. It's really heavy. It's hard for me just to hold up in the air. So I'm just going to kind of twist. And I added gold, little pieces of gold in there. So it's shiny because it's varnished. But I wanted y'all to see it because I'm going to let Hubster take it to work. So... And then you can, of course, look down on it and see, the different areas. And on the bottom, I just used the stencil. I did a lot of a copper stencil with Devon's stencil. And oh, it's heavy. It really is very heavy. So that's my, and again, I posted pictures on Instagram and Facebook if y'all want to see it better. All right, let's zoom back in here. Okay, so I want to use the HIMI Gouache, which I haven't even swatched it yet, guys. I did peel off. I didn't want to make y'all watch me peel off all the foils off the top of these. There was 50, what did we say, 56? And it took me almost an hour to peel them all. And I had to use a jewelry pliers, to peel because you couldn't get my nails are just not that hard. And to try to get a grip on the corner and peel it, oh my gosh, I use these. And I was so glad I did. So if you get any kind of the HIMI Gouache, whatever set you get, they come with the foil lids on them that you have to peel off. I'm telling you, this is a lifesaver, people. It is a lifesaver. If you have to peel off those foils, it is so much easier to do with some pliers. So, yeah. Hi, Susan. All right. So, hi, Judio. Colleen. So, yeah, Colleen. I tell Colleen yesterday on her stream, her and Kathy, I said, I'm going to enable tomorrow. So, this is the new HIMI. I've not even swatched them, smoothed them. I've done anything with them. I haven't had to re-wet them yet because they're brand new. But you can re-wet them, just mist them with water. So, and of course, there's way more colors that I'm going to use today. But every cup, let me pull one cup out here. Look how big, look how much is in each cup. There's a lot of paint in each one of these, right? That's a lot of gouache. Okay, so I got this plate at Hobby Lobby yesterday, normally $49.99. Reduced to $4.99, and then when I went up to the register, it was marked down to 49 cents. So I got this nice porcelain plate for my HIMIs for 49 cents. What does it look? Oh, okay, here, yeah. This is what it looks like. I think it might come in black, white. It might come in a color too, but I got the black one. So 112 colors. And it has snaps all the way around. You put this over it, and these snap down. It has the sides snap down, and then it has this foamy stuff, which will get dirty. This will happen, but it's to try to keep it as airtight as possible. Which in my other set, I've never had any issues with re-wetting with some mist in my other set, and it has this foam. But it does get on the lid. So when you put this back on, you want to put it on the same direction you took it off because it might touch, the colors might touch here, and then this way they'll touch in the same spot. They'll touch in the exact same spot where you took it off. So, yeah. And the other tip that I learned from watching somebody, it might have been the person that I saw with unboxing this set. When you get the set, don't try to sit there and pick out every one by one and then peel them off. What you do is you put the lid on it, flip it over, and let them all go on the lid. Then you just pick them up. Because they're all in they're in an individual little, slots. But if you flip the whole thing, put the lid on and turn it upside down. No, I don't want to do that. I'll make a mess. I know I will. This is before you peel off the things. You can put the lid on and flip it upside down, and then they're all just sitting there. They're all just sitting on the lid like this, right? They're all just sitting on the lid like this. So you can just pick it up and then peel off. Rather than try to do this, like get your nail under each one and pick one out. It's much easier to do it that way. So again, I saw the person, and I don't remember who it was, unboxing. It's probably been some weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago. But anyway, so these are all the colors. I have not swatched them. I don't care about the names or the numbers. I'm going to use them just like this. I might swatch them. I might not. But I'm not going to write down the names and the numbers and all that. All right, so let me kind of put this to the side. We're going to use this. Let me get my water and let's see what brush. Let's see what brush I want to use here. I get a couple different ones. Let me go over here to my brushes. Let me get a couple nice brushes. Maybe some newer ones. Some small, medium, large. I don't know what I'm going to need. Digging around. Give me a minute. I don't know how small I'll need a brush. I usually don't need too small a brush. If I do, I got this other thing over here. So I'm just going to pick out some different size brushes. They're just craft brushes. I think these are just Hobby Lobby brand. I don't use any expensive watercolor brushes. I've told y'all before, I do have some nice oil sable brushes, but I don't do oils anymore. So they're all in a wrap. They're in a wrap, rolled up in a wrap. My sable brushes, but I don't really use them. Oh, did she? Okay, I have not seen Lindsay. I did not see Lindsay's review of these. Did she like them? Did she like them, Devin? Because I do appreciate Lindsay's reviews, but I did not see her do these HIMIs. So, little tubes of colorful whip. Yeah, Cool Whip. Yes, Judy. A little colorful Cool Whips. All right, so now first I have to decide, do I want the background to be, a color or black? And the bee's just going to be yellow and black, unless I do the wings maybe purple and the bolts purple and the shoes purple. We'll do that. Yellow, purple, and a black background. But I'm not going to do the black background now because it's going to take me a while. Y'all seen me paint in black backgrounds a lot, so I'll do that later. Right now, I'll just do the details with the gouache. So I'm going to just put out some water here. And let's see, let's start with maybe a medium. And let's see, what color do we want for the yellow? Do we want this yellow? Do we want that yellow? I'm liking this one. It's kind of fluorescent-y. Let's put this down. This one's it's still got a little bit of that string. A couple of them have that little bit of a string. Let me get my little scissors. From the lid, There we go. Cut that off. Oop, did I drop it right there? Let's pick it up. There we go. There we go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do this color for the bee. And I'm just going to, and I might give him purple eyes too. We'll just do it purple and yellow. And again, the background will probably be black. And we'll do lightning bolts. Now, because I'm going to paint the background black, I could just color these wings like this. Look. Oh, no, I was going to do them purple. I could do the bolts. I could just do the bolts like this because I'm going to paint the background black and that'll cover up where I've done the bolts. You see do you know what I'm talking about? Let me get a little bit more paint on a little bit more. So I don't have to worry about staying in lines is what I'm trying to say. Because if I'm going to paint the background a black acrylic, then I'll just paint over any place I went out of lines, which, I'm doing on purpose. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to do the wings in purple. I just got ahead of myself. So this is going to be a quick page. I'm doing it because Tina asked. Come out to month. Yes. I try to do a couple pages every year in this book. Get a little bit more paint. And if it's too light and you want a darker shade, You want to, especially in a color book, you want to dry it or let it dry before you put another coat. Before you put another coat of water over it, you want to dry it. Let me plug in my heat gun. Otherwise, it's the water. It's not the gouache or the acrylic it's not that bothers the paper so much. It's the water. So before you start layering more darker colors to make it more shade, and I'll get another, like a yellow ochre to blend, you want to dry it. You want to make sure it's dry because then you can add more colors on top. But if you keep adding water and water and water, it's going to go through. It's not going to go through here if I'm careful. And it's not going to buckle and wrinkle much. But again, it might a little bit. But the thing about that is by the time you do the back page and the front page, I got some wax paper here. Not that I don't really need it because I'm not doing the edges, but just to be, you like to be safe. You want to have it dry. Make sure it's very dry. This bracelet's poking me in the wrist. I'm going to take this one off. Look at it. It's poking me. The little edge needs to be readjusted. That one's pokey. I was just feeling, I go, man, that's really, it's poking me. I just made my two fall bracelets, these two orange ones. I just made those the other day. Let's see. Thanks everybody for being here. Thanks lurkers. Okay, so I did clean out my water dish behind me here. I have a big water tub. I did clean that out this morning, Janet. All right, so I'm not going to dry it yet because I'm going to go ahead and do the purple. So let's pull this back over because I know y'all can't see. I am liking this purple. Let's go over here. Let's make a little wet spot. And the nice thing about this porcelain is when I'm done with it, if I want to, I can just, take a baby wipe and clean it out. Let's turn it around this way. I did not need that much. Okay, so I'm going to do the bolts. And again, I'm going to do it the same. It's a little thick. I'm going to do, because I'm going to paint the background. And so it doesn't matter if I'm out of lines. I might have time to kind of do a little bit of the background. I'm going to do the shoes. I know y'all probably thinking, what a sloppy mess. But, hey, it works. And you don't have to spend hours and hours doing a background because these backgrounds, look, some of these backgrounds will take some time, people. They take some time. How do you have time to make? I don't know. I have lots of beads. These are my leftovers from other projects. I keep the leftovers in here. But I've got, hang on, let me see if I can find something here. I keep them kind of like this. I got a bunch of these. Uh-oh, come back here, beads. Right. I buy them on sale. Get them on sale. Don't buy them at 50% off. 50% off at Hobby Lobby. Then you can get them for like $1, Or sometimes they're on clearance, like these ones right here were on clearance for like $1.99. So I need to make a bracelet out of this because I like these two colors together. So it doesn't really take long because I'll tell you how I make them is with this stuff here. I got my Angie bowl here. Here's my leftovers. Here's my leftovers from my fall ones in my Angie bowl. These are my Angie bowls. Angie makes these bowls. So there's my leftovers. I have enough probably to make maybe a half a bracelet there. But I use this. I use this stuff. The artistic wire. It's springy. So it just doesn't take, it takes 15 minutes, Devin. 15 minutes to put some beads on this wire. Take your little take your pliers and just bend the end, cut off how much you think. I mean, I know that it takes about 3 wraps for my wrist or 4, circles here. cut it off with your pliers, and then just put your beads on, and then just twist the end, twist the little end, and that's all there is to it, really. It's not a lot to them because this is all I use. I don't use anything fancy. I don't use anything fancy. All right, so there's my beading tips. My beading tips. Uh, this one, Arlene. Oh my gosh. And I do my nails too. Yes, I do my nails too because that's what y'all see from me. Y'all don't see my face, and so if it's a lot quicker to paint my nails than it is put on makeup and do my hair. You know what I mean? Plus, multiple cameras. It's just easier for me I'll do my nails. If you want to see what I look like, go on Instagram, and there's a few pictures over there. All right, so there we go. We got the base done there. We're going to do the bolts here. And I think I'll do his eyes green. It's the creepy, cool, Halloweeny type, season here. All right, let me clean my brush. And then I'm going to dry it. Then we're going to do another layer of paint. All right, now let's see what lime green. I like this nice bright lime green here. Let's get some of this out here. I got this water right here where the yellow is. Let's just put that in there. And again, my other set, some of them dried out faster than others, but I just squirted them with water and they just reactivate really easy. Now, it's the HIMI gouache it's a jelly gouache. So I've not had any issues with them molding or anything. On some other brand, I won't say the brand, because it might have just been operator error, me, the way I was keeping them and whatever. But I did have another set of gouache mold. But I've not had any issues with the jelly gouache molding. So it might have something to do with how you store them and keep them. But I just snap the lid on these. And if I don't use them for weeks and weeks and a couple of them get dried out, I just squirt it with water and that's fine. Just fine. Hi, Terry Strange. How you doing? Yes, we are friendly here. We try to keep it friendly. Terry sometimes has some controversial people on her channel, but I love Terry. So, okay, let's see. Let's do the green eyes. It's probably hard to tell on camera. It's not much different looking than the yellow, but I'm going to go in there with pencil too. All right, so there's kind of a base. All right, let me clean my brush, and then I'm going to rinse my brush out, I should say. And now let me dry this. And we're going to add some more, because you can also shade with pencil. This could, that could be all the paint you use. That's a good base to just now go in there with pencil. But I'm going to put another layer of paint and then dry again. And maybe, oh wait, I missed it. I'm sure someone in the chat's going, you missed a bolt. You missed a bolt. What was that Arlene? What'd you say, Arlene? But that Janet person. I don't know. Janet might have stepped away. I don't see that she's commented in a few minutes. Her neighbor might have come over. She has a neighbor that comes over and visits her now. So, all right, let me go ahead and dry this, and then we'll continue on. But yeah, I like Terry. Terry's got her channel's a little different. It's a little, I don't want to say controversial. She sometimes has controversial people on. But Terry's good at handling things. She's real good at handling things. And she's so pretty and witty. And I just like her. I like some Terry Strange. I want this really, really dry. especially if you're going to go right in with pencil and not another layer of paint, you really want it dry before you go in with pencil. Because if you go with pencil on a wet, damp piece of color book, you're going to either tear it, peel it, rip it, poke it. You want to make sure it's dry. Okay, I think that's good. I've got to clean up my pen. My me Barbie. Look, my me Barbie's getting lost in all the paints over there. She's running out of room. The cat, her and the cats. They don't. She don't have much room. She's getting pushed out. So I've got to put all these away. They all need to be put back up here in their spots. All right, there we go. Oops, let's go back up this way. All right, now I'm going to zoom in a little bit now. Hang on. There we go. All right, now let's go ahead and do another layer. Let's turn down the brightness just a tad. Brenda said, I watched someone using gouache. They used a spray bottle with half water, half alcohol to mist and keep them from molding. That may be good for regular, like acrylic gouache or real gouache, but the jelly gouache, I don't know what alcohol would do to the jelly gouache. I'd have to see somebody say something about that. You know what I mean? But yeah, Brenda, if you're using just acrylic gouache or gouache by other brands, like especially tubes, that's what happened to me. Was I squeezed out a bunch of tubes in a palette, and it was not airtight or anything, and that molded. But I did not spray it with, that may be when you need to use vinegar or alcohol. What you say, half alcohol or some vinegar to keep it from molding. But the jelly gouache, I don't know about spraying this with alcohol. This has never molded for me. I have the other set, the bigger squares. I've never had that mold. And if it starts to dry out, I just, re-add the water. So yeah. Dee Dee, off the top of your head, how many colors does Americana Deco paints come in? I don't know, but I have most of them. If I have, let's see, in each one, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 8, 6. I think it's 6 inches. I think are those. Let me see. Wait a minute. We're gonna do math. Hang on, it's math time, baby. Let me get a half ruler here. So I got a 6-inch ruler. I think that, yeah. So it's 6 inches by 6 inches. My little plastic tubs or square, the little plastic squares. I got 8 of them, and each one is packed full with about 10 in front. So let me see how many fit in there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 25, I'd say about 30. 30 colors fit in each one of those 6 inches. So 30 times 6, what's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 times 6 is 4. So I probably have 450 colors. Is that even possible? I mean, I know I have some duplicates, but I probably have 450 of these sitting in front of me. If there's 30 in a thing and I've got 8 of them, so 3 times 8 is 20. No, that would be 20. Wait a minute. See, I told you I was too early for math. Okay, so I have 8 squares, and I have 30 in each one. 3 times 8 is 24. So 240. So I have 240. I have 240 paints sitting right in front of me. Thank you, Terry Brett. CB, I told y'all the wrong number, CB. So yeah, it's 30 times 8. So I have 240 of these sitting right here in front of me. So do they have more colors than that? They probably do. If you go on Deco Art, go on Americana Deco, or go on Deco Arts. I follow them on YouTube. I mean on Facebook. If you go on their page, it probably tells you how many they have. You have Devin, me and Devin are way out there, and 400 and something. They'll tell you how many colors I have. I have never bought really any colors that I like that I know I'd never use. So there's probably some out there that I just said I don't need that color. But I've also got all their metallics. Now the metallics really aren't really all in here, but I do have all their metallics too, which I don't use these as any kind of base in my color books because color pencil does not go over these easily. So you don't really want to use these that if you plan on using color pencil over the top, you don't want your metallics because they are not good for that. But they are awesome for like jelly plating. These are awesome for jelly plating, especially on black tissue paper. Devin, right? Aren't the metallics great on black tissue paper? So yeah, for on jelly plating. They're good for jelly plating, but not the metallics are really not good. Now they're nice if you just want to do like let's say I finished coloring the wings. I completely finished coloring the wings with color pencil and I wanted to add some, metallic to them. Then you can do it as a highlight or something. But they're good. I love the metallics for lots of things, Arlene and everybody. But yeah, they're awesome on. Okay, yeah. Well, and that black deli paper is on Amazon. If Devin uses any of it, if she's doing any kind of Halloween jelly plating today, she'll probably give you a link. But it's just I just put in black deli paper on what do you call it? Amazon. Okay, so let's go back to this. This is nice and dry. Again, I'm going to do the background's going to end up being black. But right now, I'm going to go back in here with let's go in here with the purple. Let me get a smaller brush because I pulled out some smaller ones here. Let's get the smaller one. Okay. So I can go in here and do some more, do some shading. And again, I don't really have to worry about staying in lines because I'm going to do the background black. So it will all be covered up. But I just want to show you that you can add another layer of the gouache or watercolor or watered down acrylic paint, any of the above, and get it shaded. But just make sure that before you go in there with pencil, before you get in here with pencil on anything, that all that watercolor is dry. I can show it today and the link again today. Okay, Devin. Yeah, Devin's going to do some cool. She's, oh, you're assuming it's going to turn out. Yes, I am assuming that your projects are going to turn out, Devin. So Devin's going to do some Halloween jelly plating and stuff today at 2:30 Eastern on her channel. Okay, let me grab a little bit more of that purple. Maybe just a little, just to keep it wet there. Someone decided to, y'all could probably hear them blow in their yard out there. That's, I hear people when they're streaming and stuff. And if y'all said this or done this, don't email me. They go, oh, I can't stream. Someone's working in their yard or, it's so noisy out there, the cars, the yard work. Never bothers me when I'm watching somebody stream and you hear them. And it never happens where they're drowning out the person, where you can't hear the person talk. But it never bothers me to hear background noise on streams. It just doesn't. If there's somebody doing something in the background, like I said, as long as it's not blocking out and I can't hear the person talk. But other than that, it just doesn't bother me to hear background noises. But, I understand that does bother some people. Hi, Jane. Thank you, Tina. Tina put in Devin's link. Don't forget, guys, if you're talking to me, put it in caps. I don't catch everything, but I do go back and watch I scrub through my chat just to see what, if I missed anybody new or anything. So I do scrub back through the chat. So I want this to kind of feather in a little. I want that to look you know, kind of, I don't say messy, but I want it to be like wingish. So I kind of want almost a little bit of dry brush type thing for those wings. So that it looks kind of like they're kind of iridescent, like see-through, kind of like that. There we go. There's our wings. Maybe a little, just a little bit right there. Okay. So, yeah, it doesn't bother me at all to hear background noise, but some people like they freak out. Oh my God, somebody's mowing their yard. I gotta go. I can't stream. Somebody's mowing their yard. Yeah, well, if this background noise, if you hear it at all, bothers you, I'm so sorry. All right, so there we go. That now let me clean my brush because I want to do a little bit on the yellow. Devin. All right, so now let's see. I use some of this. I'm just pulling this over here because I can't leave it, it's too, I'd have to back out too far to keep both things in camera. So this is the yellow I use, but I want to use maybe a little bit of this yellow ochre or maybe this one. Maybe that one. I'm just going to pull out just a little bit of that. That's probably dark enough. As opposed to this yellow. I don't know. It makes a little dull. Maybe that other one would be better. Wait. Clean the brush. Always I'm cleaning my brush every time before I dip into this. This one might be a little bit more, yeah, that one. I like that one better. Okay, so let's put a little bit of water there. I like that one better. Okay. All right, so now what I'm going to do is just get just a little here. And I want to do a little bit of shading I don't want too much. I want to keep it pretty yellow. The bee's pretty yellow, but I want some of his I don't want to call it fur. What is a bee? What is a bee made of? What do you call the bee's fur? What is that? Somebody that knows bees, Cameron would know. What you call the bees? Is it hairs? Are they hairs on a bee? Somebody somebody clue me in on that because it's going to annoy me until I look it up. Is it hairs on a bee? Did you get a chicken? Did I get a chicken? Did I get a chicken? What are you talking about, Tina? Oh my gosh, did I get a chicken? So let's see. I call some business customers. I'm missing something. Dijon mustard yellow. Yeah, kind of, Devin. Beef. Is it fur? Is it fur on a bee? I didn't know if it was fur or hairs. There's the Latin names. Tina looked up the Latin names. I just want to know if it's hair or fur, Tina. Hair or fur. Bee fur is called pile. But is it a pile of fur or is it a pile of hair, Brenda? Oh, yes, Susan. No, that's the Yeti. That's the Yeti. Wait. Let me find my Yeti here. Where's my Yeti? There's my Yeti. Hang on. There it is. I added underarm hairs to my Yeti. Oh. Now that's a pile. That is a pile of hair right there. All right, let's keep shading a little here. Whoops, I got in the wrong color. Hang on, let me wipe. I want to, let's water that down just a touch there. I don't want it too thick. There we go. That's a little bit lighter because you can water it down and lighten it, And I'm also going to go in there with black because I want the black to be blacker than this. That's the thing also about color book pages that the black ink is never black. So if you want something really dark, you have to go in there like the irises or I should say the pupils. If you want it really dark, then you've got to go in there and make it dark. See, I only know that because, wait a minute, because my daughter had bees when, okay. It can be called hair or fur, but it's a pile. Okay. Fluff, Leona, fluff. Yeah, Leona says just fluff. Branched hairs. Okay. See, we have to have a little bit of education in here at times, right? But you see how BC, how this is giving the bee a little more depth, right? Just that little bit of yellow. I mean, that little bit of ochre. All right, so I'm also going to just add a little bit of the ochre to the lightning rods, just to, just to give it a little bit of, like about half of it, half the lightning bolts have a little of the yellow ochre in them. Remember now, I'm painting the background black. I'll probably do that a little. See, now look, this, I probably didn't let it dry 100% because it kind of didn't stay separated enough. It kind of feathered in with the underlayer, if you will. But gouache reactivates. Acrylic gouache does not reactivate. Regular gouache and HIMI gouache will reactivate the layer underneath of it. You really have to let it dry really nice, really well. If you want to put another obvious layer on there, you want it to dry really well. Let's see. And you cool it. Okay. All right. So let's dry this. Hang on. Okay, now, do I want to use, well, I'll just go ahead and use, let's see, which one is this? Is this a black? See, I don't have my chart here. Is that black, ink black? I think that's black right there, but what color, is that purple? What color is this? That's a blue, okay. So that's probably, no, that's probably the dark. Let me clean my brush, hang on. I don't want to scoop into a new color. This might be, let's see, is that dark green or black? I think that's black. Okay, so let me water that down a little. Okay, so I just want to add a little bit of dark in here. And I could do this with pencil too. But I wanted to, I really wanted to use, in the little arms there, little hands. I really wanted to use as much of the gouache as I could. But if I'm doing this by myself, I'm probably going to do a lot of penciling. So let's do, and I'm going to do the background with acrylic paint because I don't want watercolory background. I want a flat, black, matte background. Okay. His little stinger probably needs to be purple too. Like his shoes and so what do y'all think? Is it a cute little bee? Do you like it, Tina? Do you like the little bee? And after I go around with black everywhere, I'll probably put a glow around it, maybe a green pencil glow. That would be good. Okay, we got to get crack lacking because I want to put that green glow. All right, let's see. Do I have enough purple right here? Let's see. Let me get a little bit more purple. Just another. Oh, I got to clean my brush off. Hang on. Where's that baby wipe I had sitting here? Ah, here it is. All right, his little stinger. There we go. Purple. All right, now let me dry this, and then we will do the background and do the green glow and the green eyes and anything else we want to do with pencil. That last pencil touch, the last touch of pencil. And see, now this, just to show y'all, because I made, I'm going to say, well, I should have left that there because I might need that color again. But I just want y'all to see that you can clean these porcelain palettes just with a baby wipe or 2 baby wipes. Let's do another one. Or you could do a paper towel too. You don't have to use your baby wipes to do it, but see, there we go. And again, I got this for 49 cents And I got it specifically to go with my HIMIs. All right, so let's move that. Let's come back over here. I don't need, well, yeah, I am going to need this because I'm going to paint the background. Let's try this. Use these brushes. Oh, that's nice, Tina. Yeah, probably in Florida, you probably get a lot of bees in your screened-in porch, right? I wouldn't. I'm allergic to bees, so I would not be trying to, I'd probably be cutting a hole in the screen and getting a hair dryer and trying to get them to blow blow them out the hole rather than trying to get a net and catch one. But yeah, that's nice, Tina. That's nice. Yeah, there's a couple little blobs that need to dry, but I wanted to back out and show you because I think I'm done with the gouache for right now. So I want to show you what it looks like when I snap on the lid. So there's all the colors. Again, I cannot stress this enough. When you get any of these HIMI gouache, whether it's this set, the bigger cups of individual color, they all come with a foil that has to be peeled off, each cup individually, and they're hard as heck to peel off. Get you some jewelry pliers and peel off those. And you just take, you're going to have them out. You're going to have them each individual like this. And you just grab a hold of that foil on the edge and peel it off. Trying to do that with your fingers is, oh my gosh, they are on there. So get you some pliers to peel it off if you have to, Okay, so here we go. I'm going to take my lid here and I'm going to put it on the same way as I took it off because there will be a little bit on there and you want that same color to match up. So I'm going to put it on here and then it's got 4 snaps on each side and it's airtight. It's got a little handle here. I don't know that I trust the handle. I guess, if you're sure you got it on there really well, you would, but I don't think I trust the handle. I'm just going to pick it up like this. Okay. So let's go back over here and let me get a little something tray here, black acrylic paint. I think there's just a little bit left in here. I might have to open up the new one. Let me get what's left here because I used it on my pumpkin. I knew I was almost out. I think that's it. Okay, baby white, another baby white. So I'm going to paint the background. And now I've got this wax paper behind there because I'm going to go right to the edge. And if I don't have the wax paper, it's going to get on these back pages. So you want to have a wax paper in there or paper. Doesn't have to be wax paper, but glad you like the new paint. Y'all okay, Arlene, you have a good day too. Wait for Friday, Arlene. Something's coming on Friday. Let's see. Thanks, Terry Brett. All right, so let's go ahead. It's still a little couple of spots are wet. I'll be careful. All right, let me see what brush do I want here. Do I want a flat brush? Maybe that, but that might be a little too big. Let me see. Let me get a smaller flat. Flats and angles are my favorite brushes, and I go through them all the time. I'm always out of an angle brush because I go through them. Because I just buy cheap brushes, Here we go. This one, that's a flat. Let me get an angle. This one, maybe. Okay. All right, let me get it wet, get it damp. You always want to dampen your brush. Dampen your brushes either with water or baby wipe or something before you dip them in your acrylic paint so you don't get them all down jacked up. Okay, so now let's go ahead and zoom back in now that we finish with the paint. Okay. All right, so I've got my black paint here. I'm going to start by the edges. Once I get the edges done, then you don't need the wax paper there anymore. But it's going right up to the edge. Don't want to move it too much because I'm defeating the purpose. Okay. All right, then we'll dry it and then we'll continue on. So I hope y'all are doing some fall. I don't really celebrate Halloween. I don't do the trick-or-treating. I don't do the costumes and all that. But, I let people have their fun. I watch all the baking shows. I watch the Outrageous Pumpkin. I watch the Halloween Wars or whatever it is, where they have to bake cakes and do decorating and all that. Because I love the creativity of it. It's the creativity of it that I enjoy. All right, so let me see if I can get right up in there somewhere. Trying to get right up in there. But yeah, the baking shows are really cool in the Christmas ones, the fall ones, Halloween ones, spring. They have a spring one. So I do watch those. I don't cook, I don't bake, and I don't do any of the cooking. But I like to watch them. They're fun to watch. Okay, now this brush is a little too thick to get right up next to some of these. So what I'm going to do, all right, now I got all the way around the edge. So let's move that. Let me dry this real quick around the edges. And now I'm going to do the big areas, and then I'll get in there with a smaller flat brush to get right up next to all the little elements. But, I want to fill in these big areas as much as I can. So we're going to do that real quick. It's fun watching the 100 coming out of the red. I don't know what that means, Angie. The 100 coming out of the red heart. Don't know what that is. I'm watching on IG vid where a gal made a pumpkin concoction, pumpkin, brown sugar, and butter over pasta. No, I didn't see that. But that would be something like on, one of the actual like cooking, like baking, cooking something probably, Tina, rather than the decorating type shows. Because I don't watch those kind of shows. Sometimes I've watched a Bobby Flay or but most of the time, I'm not really into the cooking and all that because I don't cook. I mean, I cook, but you know what I mean. I'm not baking and doing all the fancy stuff. And so I didn't see that one. Okay, so I'm just trying to get around as much of the big areas as possible with the bigger brush. It doesn't take me as long as you might think it would take to do this, but it does take a minute. But I hope y'all follow each other. If you found somebody new today that you hadn't met before, then go check out either their Instagram or their YouTube channels and follow them. It doesn't cost anything to go follow each other. Okay, I think that's the main things that I can get done there with this bigger brush. Okay, so before I take and rinse my brush out in water to keep your brush water cleaner longer, take your baby wipe and get the excess paint out of the brush and then put it in the water, and you'll keep your water cleaner longer. All right, let's see. I need a smaller, maybe this one. I have some brushes sitting over here. This one, that's a little fuzzy. Let's see. I say fuzzy, I mean that the brushes get a little, that one's no good anymore. And maybe I get one more use out of it. Okay, so I'm going to go in here now. Over pasta though? Yeah, yeah. All right, so I'm going to go really close to the bee itself, but not so close that I still can't distinguish between him and the background. But I'm going to give him a green glow. But to have that green glow show, I've got to get right up. Now the shoes are purple, so I can get right up on them. But the pencil is only going to go over the acrylic paint. I mean, it'll go over white, but if you want it to go over the black, you'll have to, you want it close. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of take my time around the bee. Because I can also go in there with Posca and give him little hairs or little fur or little pile. I did get all the Happy Mail mailed out for Monday. So hopefully y'all be getting all that in a week or so. I haven't checked. Remember when I did the, what do you call it? The, my estate sale haul, and I showed y'all that Halloween ribbon. I mean, not Halloween ribbon, Disney ribbon. The Disney ribbon, I sent it to Sherry. She, as of yesterday, she still hadn't got it. It's been a week. It's been a week, and the last I heard, she had not got that yet. And I think, oh my gosh, the post office. Hope she gets it, because I messaged her. I said, well, I just sent you something that I got in an estate sale, and yeah, no updates. So I can't replace it. I can't, it's something I got in an estate sale. I'm trying not to sit my arm, but I'm also trying not to turn the book around. So I'm kind of trying to do both things at the same time. Be far away enough so I can get in there and not rest my hand on there. But anyway, I hope she gets it, because I know she'll love that Disney. She'll love that Disney ribbon. I don't know. Sometimes the post office makes me mad. So you see what I mean about going outside the lines of these bolts and everything? I can now paint right up next to them. So it didn't matter if I went out of lines. Might have to get a smaller brush still to get into the light around the lightning bolts. They're a little tinier. Oh, let's see. Am I missing anything, Dee? The mini Halloween disc just arrived. Okay, good, Tori. I'm glad you got it. Tori's in Ireland, so it's always nice when things get across the pond safely. Same thing for Miriam. Anytime she gets something in Israel, especially these days, I'm happy she gets hers. And of course, Raul's in Spain. He wins a lot. I don't know if he's here today, but And the UK girls. And it's funny, Terry's in the UK and she gets her stuff really quick. Terry will sometimes get stuff I send her within less than a week. I just saw Tina's name. Terry gets her mail from me pretty quick. So I don't know what, who knows why some people, why some mail gets faster than others. Okay, I'm going to get around this bolt here. I probably should get a smaller brush. But I'm also going to know that I can go in here with Posca and do some touch-ups and stuff, which I'm going to try to get to that. We have about 30 minutes. So you see, it's going pretty quick. Surprises me sometimes mail from you quicker than from I know. Yeah, right, Terry? I know there's not a lot to see. This is one of those tedious things that you have to do to finish a page, is the background. I have not done my Inktober for today, so I have to decide. Y'all want to help me decide what I should do? Y'all saw my list. What I'm going to do today on my Inktober. I'm getting down. I have room for maybe one or two larger images, and everything else is going to be filling in between things. There's already been some that are filling in between, but because now the poster's getting full. I really like the little Amish couple that I put on there. I like the Amish couple. I thought about doing their what do you call it? The buggy, but I don't really have to be really small because I'm running out of room on the poster. So I don't know if I'll get the buggy in there. Let me finish this background, then I'll get out my list. Almost. Not going to take too much longer. And Jane, I think Jane didn't you do an estate jewelry haul kind of recently, Jane? That's Jane. So there she is. Follow Jane. She's in Canada, and she does a lot of things with jewelry and estate sale jewelry and stuff. I think I'm behind on watching Jane's videos by a couple of weeks. Getting there. We're getting there. And then we're going to do some cool things in the background. And I'm going to add some pencil work to the bee in the next few minutes. You're welcome, Jane. We try to shout each other out, and y'all follow. Some people don't talk as much as others. Like Janet. I don't know where Janet is gone. I haven't seen Janet talk for a while. Her neighbor probably showed up for coffee. But, there's some people that talk a lot, like me when I'm in some other people's streams. I'm either talking a lot or I'm lurking because I'm working and lurking, so I can't talk really much at all. But when I get on a roll, I'm chatty. But then you get those comments, like I told you, and I don't really, it doesn't bother me. I'm just saying, if it happens to you, don't let it bother you. Somebody will email and say, I love your show, but you're so chatty. And I reply, it's a chat show. It is a chat show. We chat a lot. It's like I guess they don't know what a stream and chat live stream chat show is. But anyway, just saying, if that ever happens to you, don't get offended. Just like let it go. They just, you know. All right, so there we go. Now let me clean my brush. Hang on. Get a baby wipe and get off the excess paint out of here because you'd be surprised how much paint's in just a little brush. And if you get that excess out before you put it in your water won't get dirty so fast. Jan's going, you care that your water's dirty? All right, I'm going to let that sit for just a minute, and I'm going to ask y'all what I should do today in my, real quick, I'm not going to take too long, but let me go to my list here. Here's my list of the Inktober, the Ink Farmtober. And so I've already done, and I think I've checked off everything that I've done. So this is what I've got done on the poster. If you follow me on IG, then you'll have seen all these already. What is that? Is that a horse up there? Yeah, horse. Horse, pig, cow, rooster, chickens, sheep, goose, goat. I did a crow, rabbits, bees, an owl, corn, the water silo, scarecrow, pumpkins, and then the title, which is Ink Farmtober 2024, that was day one. Weather vane, a mouse, the Amish couple, and flies. So that's what I've done. So here's what I've got. I can add stuff to it too. I can add more things to it. But what I have not done yet is a dog, a cat. Oh, wait, I got to check off the turkey. I did the turkey yesterday. I'm going to check that off. Let me move this because that's wet. Let's check off the turkey. Okay, so what I've not done is the dog, the cat, alpaca, or a llama. I would only do one or the other. A pony. Well, I did a horse, so I probably won't do a pony. I want to do a haystack and a pitchfork, a wheelbarrow, or a plow. I'll have room for one or the other. A windmill, a milk can, and a pail, ox, and that's all I got. So if y'all have anything else besides my list, because today is day 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And then 31 will be the last day I'll be working on the background. So I have 8 more things I need to do. 8 more things. So I got to get my pen out. Y'all going to have to help me think of 8 more things. Because I don't have 8 more things on here, I don't think. Well, I do if I doubled up on like a wheelbarrow and a plow, but I don't want both. So let me look at what y'all got. Say, all right, so somebody said the alpaca, a cat. Yeah, I got dog and cat. I haven't done a dog or cat yet. So yeah. So I could do the cat, the farm cat, Devin. How can you not chat? I don't know, Laverne. I don't know. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You got Jackie coming in. Okay. Yeah, and I know Janet had all the swapping to do out yesterday. I'm just picking on you, Janet. You're fine. So the alpaca, the ox. Yeah, I got the ox. So the alpaca, got a vote for the alpaca and the ox. Ox and a plow. A fruit tree. I don't know. Are there very many fruit trees on farms? I guess there are. But I guess when I think of farms, I think of, like corn. I don't really think of fruit trees, Leona. But maybe, I mean, how many farms have I lived on? What do I know? A half buggy behind the barn. Yeah, see the thing is I've got the barn, penciled in. The barn is penciled in the background. I've got a barn penciled in. You know, got the doors there and the Amish couple standing right there. But I can't do too much of the barn until I finish everything. The barn's going to be like day, you know, 30. That'll be like day 30. Because then after the barn, that's when I have to start filling in the background in between everything, you know. So I do still, I could do it, the barn, but if the buggy is going to be peeking out, say behind the barn, I have to really decide where that edge of the barn is going to be, which is hard to do until I get all this other stuff. The buggy might have to be one of the last things. The buggy and the barn might have to be the last things, CB. Let's see. Shark and fish wells. Okay, Tina. Tina, get you a cup of coffee. I got rabbits already, Terry. I got some rabbits. I did the rabbits. What she? Yeah, a bale. Yeah, I do have some here. A bale. Yeah, a hay bale. So I could do like a hay bale. But that'll take me like 5 minutes. That's okay. It's going to be a filler. I have to do fillers. An alien coming out from the cornfield. Oh my gosh, Raul. And hi, by the way. Sacks of grain. Yeah, sacks of grain could be that would be a filler. I'm trying to do like I need to do the ox and maybe a windmill and the alpaca or a llama. I need to do that, this, and a dog and a cat. One, two, three, four. That'll be 5 major things. See, like a hay bale, bags. Those are going to be fillers. Leave the barn doors open and put the buggy. I don't think I can do that because right now, here's the barn door. Here's the couple. Okay, there's the couple. I've got a big mouse right here. I've got here's where the Inktober or the Ink Farmtober is right here. And then I got the owl up here. I'm looking. And then the turkey is right there. And so there's really not much room to put the buggy. You see what I'm saying? The doors are closed. I'm going to do those like X's on the barn door like that. So yeah, but I think it might be today cat or dog today. Maybe the cat or the dog. Yes, a haystack will be a good one too. Tori said putting a unicorn. Donkey. Yeah, I guess I could do a donkey. I have the horse. Maybe I have donkey on here, I think. Somewhere. I thought I had a donkey on here. Oh, let me write it down in case I didn't. Okay. So yeah, a unicorn. I have a unicorn peeking out from behind something. So yeah. So it's coming along. All right. So it might be a cat or dog today. Because I've got 2 places that are this big. 2 places that are this big left. Everything else, except for maybe a water tower in a skinny place, everything else is going to be at least this small because that's all the room I have. So, yeah. No, a deer doesn't really, I don't know, deers don't really live on the farm. They cut through, but do they really live on a farm? Yeah, I thought about the tractor, but if I'm going to do a tractor, I'd rather do the Amish buggy. I'd rather do the Amish buggy than a tractor if I have to pick one of the 2. So we'll see. But thanks, guys. That helps. We'll do a cat or dog today, and then I'll think about the ox and the alpaca. All right. So let me make sure this is dry. Oh, I missed that right there. Look, I missed the bolt. Let me get my little brush. Let's fix that here. Get a little brush and finish that bolt. Okay, let me dry that. Let me clean my brush. Okay. All right, let me get my pencils. All right, let's see what I need here. I'm going to want my purple. Which purple do I want? This purple, maybe? A light purple. A yellow. Which yellow do I want? It's kind of a, maybe that yellow. I don't want the vibrant yellow. And that purple, maybe a little bit dark. Might be a little shading in there too. That one, I want more of a real purple. Then lime green. Okay, let's see what I can do with these. All right, let's move this. All right, let me sharpen with my Joanne sharpener. I love this thing. I love this sharpener. I keep it on number 3. I need to empty it out. It's getting a little full. Denise took one. Samantha took one. We love these things. If y'all can get a T-Gal, T-G-A-A-L, these things are amazing. Amazing. How about a beehive? I did a beehive. I said bee, but I did a bee and a hive, Jane. All right. What I'm doing. I'll show y'all. It's on Instagram, but I've only show y'all bits at a time. So up here in this top left corner, let me show y'all. There's the top left corner. Okay. There's the top right corner. And the whole poster is 22 by 30. All right, so let's see, what do I want to do? Do I want to do some little, I think I might want to, yeah, I'll go ahead and just do it with the yellow. I think I might put some white in there too, because that'll give it some vibrancy. But I'm going to make them fuzzy. It's going to be a fuzzy little bee. And I think I need a blue-gray. Let's get a blue, like a slate gray or a blue-gray. No, that's not slate gray. Here we go. Slate gray. And I'm going to put a little bit of slate gray in the black. I'm going to get some black in there too. But so that way, on the edges where the bee is fuzzy, here in the black background, I'll do it with the slate gray. So it kind of, so you can see his fuzz on the edges there a little bit. Same thing for down here. Don't go back in there with the black. Let's do his little legs too. It'll be, it's like the highlight in the black. The slate blue is the highlight in the black. And I'm going to go quick because I want to finish this up in 5 minutes. Think I can finish it in 5 minutes? We're going to try. Okay, let's get the dark purple. Those little bolts. And then let's go around the little bolt. And I want the whole thing to have a green glow. So we're going to get to that in a minute. Okay, let's get back into the yellow areas here. Okay, let's do the shoes. These little shoes here. Let's see, do I want, let's do some Let's do some big purple. Let's do a big purple bows here. I do think 5 minutes. Okay, so now, oh, I do need like a lime peel green for the eyes here because I want that green to show up better in the eyes. Then I need black because I want the pupils to be nice and black. And the little X's on his head where he's been sewn together. And then again, I'm going to have a green glow. I don't really want to do too much of this yet because I want to make sure I get everything else done first. And then, do I want yellow around the lightning bolts? Kind of like this. Well, I'm kind of bolty. You know what I mean? Kind of sharp. But the reason I can do this on this black is because it's acrylic paint. And that's why the pencil over this really nice. Okay, now the little bolts started. Then I got to do the wings and everything here. Let's just do these bolts. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of quick. Sorry, guys, I'm not looking at chat, so I'm trying to finish this. Okay, now let's take the light purple and do some and then I'm going to put some like electricity coming off of them. Sharpen. Just want some kind of action coming off of it, like. Okay, here we go. Gee, the bee looks so soft. Are you going to make its wings veiny? Yeah, I hadn't got there yet. I just got to the purple bolts. I'm going to go in there now. Okay, so I got my purple here. Okay. Okay, now let's see. Do a little darker here. I'm gonna have a glow around them. Let's give them a little bit of shade. Okay, so I thought about a green glow, but see, I want this kind of like this, like static electricity coming off the bolts there. I think I'll put, do I want a green glow or a purple glow on the wings? Maybe green. Let's go and do green. And I'm going to make it look like there's like movement. Okay, now black. Trying to wrap it up. I'm giving some little eyebrows. Then make his little hands stand out there. Sharpening. The little bolts to be a little more. Am I missing anything in chat? Pretty day in Florida. Yeah, it's pretty here too. It's been pretty here for like 2 weeks, Tina. Ever since all those storms came through, we've had gorgeous weather. Let's see his little tail there. I think the tail needs to have some electricity coming off his little tail. All right, let's go back to the, I'm trying to make him look fuzzy. And trying to be quick. Let's do some. He's looking pretty cute. All right, now I just need, I'm going to need some yellow ochre. Darker. Just get a little bit more. Okay. like he's all electrified, you know, like a green electricity kind of coming off of him. All right, let me back up. I think Vibes probably will do it for the day. Let's put just a little bit of tint of purple in his face there. So there we go. What do y'all think? He's cute. Okay, thanks, Terry. All right, guys. Well, I think I'll try to post it later on Instagram. I do have to, like I said, I got to do my cat or my dog. Um, for the Inktober, Ink Farm Tober. But yeah, I think he's cute. All right, guys. Well, I hope y'all had fun today and playing a little bit with my HIMI Gouache. And what else did we do today? Nothing, not much. I think that's pretty much all we did today. Oh, showed the pumpkin. I showed the pumpkin. Yeah. So y'all make sure. Thanks, Terry. Make sure and go over and see Devin. I don't know if Ann Laura's streaming. I haven't seen her in here this morning. I don't know if she's streaming at somewhere around noon. But the Franken-bee. Well, Tina's the one that picked it. So yeah. And I could go in here with a little bit of white Posca accents, like in the, and I might still like in the bees, wings and stuff. I might do that, and maybe a little bit on the bolts, just to give it a little bit more highlight, in his tail, like that, a little bit. So, okay, guys. Actually, Zeely picked it. Oh, okay, Zeely picked it. Well, thanks, Zeely. All right, guys, and we will see you all later. Thanks for being here. Happy, wonderful Wednesday, and we'll see y'all in other streamers, or we'll be back here Monday, good Lord willing. All right, guys. Bye.